Doesn't look like it's down a drop. Well, we just left, and it's just after 7 a.m. There's a few clouds in the sky, but the water's calm. And it's about 9 miles to Port Hardy. We're just on the other side of the bay, but we've got to go all the way around to get to it. We're going to fuel up, and today we're crossing Queen Charlotte Sound. It should be about 62 miles from Port Hardy to get across to the location that we want to go to. Well, it didn't take long, and we got all our fuel and water that we need, and now we're ready to go. It was a quick little stop at the fuel dock there. The mornings have been starting out, last couple mornings I've been doing engine checks, checking the oil and the belt tension, and everything was looking good. Any thoughts for the day?
Oh, I had a great sleep. Had a good run yesterday. I thought the sun would be shining this morning, but it's not. But we're still happy on board. Doesn't matter what the weather is. We're sailing, so we're happy.
Any thoughts for the day?
We're making killer time. I'm excited to see this passage.
And we have a good routine in the morning for pulling anchor.
Absolutely.
You guys are having no issues there?
Yeah, day 3, we already got our routines down, our jobs down and stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're just getting faster at them now.
Yeah, and make it getting better every time we do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good times. We're all doing good.
Yeah, perfect.
Enjoying ourselves thoroughly.
Yeah. Today will be a long day, but when we're averaging 71 miles per day, I think we can handle it. water is really glassy, but just a tiny bit of a swell in it. We're doing 6.6 knots over ground, so that's good. And we're just coming up on Pine Island. Once we're past Pine Island, then we're crossing the Sound. And we've left basically the top of Vancouver Island behind us at that point. There's Pine Island just ahead. We're gonna round that and start heading up Queen Charlotte Sound. So Pine Island's a bit of a milestone for us because that means I have to switch out my data card in the GPS, because the card I have in it now is for the southern portion of British Columbia, and that's this card, well, which is empty, it's inside GPS, and I have to put in this card because we need the northern portion of British Columbia. And it basically goes up to Pine Island, and that's where you have to switch it. So anyways, a bit of a milestone, I just realized. Do you remember the last time you crossed Queen Charlotte Sound?
Well, it was 50 years ago. Yeah, I remember it, but it was a long time ago. It's good to be back. It hasn't changed. There's still lots of water. And I know we used to be concerned. I was on a big fish boat in those days, and they were concerned going across the Sound here, so you're extra careful, so I feel comfortable going over with the smaller boat.
All that land that you see in the distance there is pretty much the top end of Vancouver Island. Straight across there is Japan. So we're in open water now. We're not headed that way, we're headed up this way. Continuing along British Columbia's coast. So we've just seen some whale activity, and we're on the east side of Calvert Island. And I'm going to try and get some video, but they're a little ways away.
They're coming right out of the water now.
Yeah, I see that.
See them? They're right out of the water.
right here. Well, we're almost in Hackeye Pass, and the last hour or so has been pretty exciting. Saw quite a few whales, and none of them were super close, but some of them were probably like a quarter mile or less even from us, so just hard to get video of it because you never know when they're going to come up or where they're going to come up. Saw one right behind the boat. It breached. It was pretty spectacular. But of course I had my camera over towards the shore. That was pretty neat to see. But lots of footage and only a little bit of whale action. But hopefully we'll see more. I've been in this area before, and I was telling the guys the last time I was in this area, we actually got surrounded by whales. We had to shut the motor off because there were just so many of them around us. They were all humpbacks. I was hoping to see whales in this area again, and we aren't even there yet. We're seeing them, so maybe tomorrow we'll see some more, or maybe even on the way in. We're still about an hour and a half before we can drop the anchor. It's 7:30 p.m. It's been a good day because we crossed Queen Charlotte Sound without incident, and that was kind of the big hurdle I was hoping to not have an issue with, because that can be an area where you get stuck for weather, right, and have to sit in Port Hardy for a day or several days to wait for the weather to be nice enough to get across. I'd hoped for some wind. It was supposed to shift to south, and it is a bit south now. We're sailing now. Well, we're motor sailing. We just rolled out the head sail, and it's just helping us along a little bit. But we're so close, and we're going to lose daylight soon, so we decided to keep the motor on so we can get there. And something that's really exciting is that tomorrow we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay at anchor in Pruth Bay for 2 nights, and that's in Hackeye Pass. So that's the update for now. What did you think of the whale sightings, Cole?
One of the coolest things I've ever seen, man. I've never seen anything like it. Watching the bridge. Pay a lot of dough to enjoy a view like this, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We are. Enjoying it. Absolutely.
It's getting more and more remote.
It's fantastic. I'm liking it more and more, absolutely.
Yeah. So you think you'll bring your boat up here at some point?
I'm figuring out ways that I can just live up here.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my boat for sure. We'll be making it up here when we come west.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you're getting the taste of what is up here.
Absolutely.
And how about you, Skipper?
I just take orders. I wish I could say I was a skipper, but I'd be lying.
Oh, hey, well you're helming the boat.
I'm good at taking orders, though.
No. What do you think of the whale sightings? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Yeah, they're a big animal, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
To Pruth Bay, and it is 9 p.m. So that was a long day. we did about 67 miles, 68 miles. And like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow we are not going anywhere.
That's good. Crazy. Oh, that's a big one. Wow, they just look insane. So I came outside to let a little more anchor line out for the night. And I looked over the side and there's thousands and thousands of jellyfish.